guys, how's it going? Sorry I haven't posted in a little while. I have been really focused on working on the car and not so much on editing. A little under the weather today, so it was a good day to do some editing since I'm not at work. But I just wanted to give a quick overview of what you're about to see. So this intercooler install took me probably about 3 weeks, and that's really just because I faced a lot of obstacles along the way. I had a lot of fitment issues, coolant reservoir was in the way. I ended up relocating that to the back of the car, which is not a bad thing anyway. It puts it in a better spot for safety reasons. If I ever decide, if I ever do race the car, it's definitely a lot more dangerous if you blow a head gasket when your coolant reservoir is in the front. And then also on the driver's side, I had an issue with the cruise control block being in the way of the intercooler as well. So tons of fitment issues. Also the horns on the passenger side were an issue as well, even with the relocation bracket, so I had to remove one of the horns. So now it's probably going to sound like a super high-pitched horn when I hit it now, so we'll see. But yeah, I finally got them on. I didn't show a lot of the intercooler piping, or actually any of the intercooler piping install, mainly because it's a lot of tight spaces and you wouldn't be able to see much anyway, so why would I record it? But I go over it all and show you how the pipes routed and everything. It was not as easy as I was hoping for being a bolt-on kit. Then again, this has been the case the entire time, so I guess I shouldn't be surprised there. The car is pretty much good to go. I am going to show my fuel system upgrade as well in another video. But as of right now, the car is pretty much ready to go. I've got to make sure the Procharger pulleys are all aligned, and then I can get around to getting a break-in tune, well, a bench tune from someone. I'm not sure if I'm going to go to the guy that I typically go to down in Columbus, or if I'm going to go to a shop out here in Medina that's a lot closer to me. I can actually drive the car there likely instead of trailering it, but we'll see. But anyway, just enjoy this intercooler stuff you're about to see, and I'll see you at the end of the video. Alright, so the first step in this install is going to be removing the air dam, because pretty much all of the air that cools these cars comes from underneath the bumper. So the first part is going to be taking that off and trimming it down to make room for the twin intercoolers that I will be running on mine. I just got all of the splash guards and the air dam off. This right here is the air dam. Now basically what I'm going to have to do is cut off just past the end holes on both sides where they mount. Alright, and there we go. Cut off both sides. Now we're left with just this small little piece, and that'll do enough to get air to the radiator. So now on to the next step. Alright, so the next step would be to also remove the air pump, but I already removed that as well. Now I do have to relocate the horns, so I have the bracket and the appropriate spacers here in this big bag of crap. Alright. So this here is the horn relocation bracket. So I'm going to have to pull the horns off from the passenger side, and then this will help space them up enough that I can run the big 4.5-inch twin intercoolers so we can get better temps. Alright guys, so to mount the horns up with the relocation bracket, you have to use two holes that are already there from the factory. However, one does not have threads in it. So you're going to need an M8 tap in order to use the one hole that you need. Alright guys, so I didn't get any time lapses of the intercooler install. It's just a lot going on, and it would be hard to get good angles on a lot of it just because of where it's at. But I'll go ahead and show you the overview of the intercooler piping now. So I do have a couple things I'm still going to switch up here, and I'll show you guys. So we don't have the pipe going from the intercoolers to the supercharger yet. So we got the first intercooler here on the passenger side. So I did put an aftermarket coolant reservoir in the car. I'm actually going to move it further back behind the rear wheels just for safety purposes. So I'm going to have to pull that back out and then run some long hose up to the front. But anyway, so here's the rest of the intercooler piping on the passenger side. So it comes out of the intercooler, goes up, and then it goes into that kinked rubber hose that you see at the top in the engine bay. And that all runs to the Procharger air box, which then goes right to the intake manifold. And then this here is the driver's side, and so here's the intercooler. And then you can see there's a hose that comes up. It's got a port on it for the bypass valve, which I have not put on yet. How it goes up is through this very tight opening in the engine bay, right by the fuse box. Yeah, it's very, very tightly laid out in here, but then that goes up, and then it goes into that rubber piece on the driver's side that you see that kinks up into where the airbox is going to go. And then the airbox goes right here. You can get aluminum ones too, but this one came with the kit, and the plastic ones are cheaper. So this just slides into these two pipes, and then it goes from the outlet into the intake manifold. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed some of that. I know it wasn't the most informative info just because of how much of a mess it was trying to get that all installed. But anyway, thanks for watching. There's going to be a lot of exciting stuff coming up. Hopefully this coming weekend I'll be getting the car started up and running, so we'll see. But also look forward to the fuel system upgrade video, and then likely after that it'll hopefully be time for the startup. So anyway, you guys take it easy. Please like this video, make sure you subscribe too, because there's going to be a lot of exciting stuff coming up. And take it easy, have a good one. I'll see you later. And Kitty says bye too.